If you're both interested in spirituality and manifestation, I'm sure you've read some books that taught you how to manifest, how to do it properly. Maybe some of them helped you, maybe some did not. But in this video, I'll share with you a book that is really different among the books you've probably heard of. First, I'd like to share my own experience by using this book, because I think it will be inspirational for some of you. If, for example, you are stuck somewhere in your life or you think nothing will change. The first time I read this book, I was around 17, 18, 19 years old, and I didn't know anything about manifestation. By the way, I didn't know anything. I didn't know that I was manifesting until I recently, like this year, I figured out what manifestation is. And in general, I think I've used this knowledge in terms of manifestation for maybe 10 years of my life already. When I was 17, 18, 19, I read this book and I implemented what was in there. And what I was doing back then, I was dreaming of a specific income, which was big for me back then. I was dreaming of relocation to a different country, just in general travels, because I like traveling a lot. But back then, I didn't travel at all till I was 19 years old. Like ever, like anywhere except the city I was born, because I didn't have the opportunity to do so. So I was manifesting this. Again, I didn't know what I was doing exactly. I just used this book. I utilized the information I got without knowing again what I was doing exactly. And spoiler, I got it all, and in the most miraculous way. Like, I couldn't predict it. I would never predict it would happen this way. So later, I found some meditations that also helped me to achieve a special state that attracted what I wanted. And by the way, I have my own project right now with quantum meditations that can help you to manifest literally anything. And you can try a free sample, free version of a quantum meditation that will help you to manifest whatever you want. You can find the link right down below so you can check it and try. So I was doing all the practices that were mentioned in this book. I was doing meditations, and I was using one of the websites that helped to improve your language. In my case, it was English. One guy found me there and he said, like, do you want to go to work in China? I was like, wow. First I was concerned, like, what is this? And I was doubting if it was true. But later I figured out it was a valid option and I went to China. So I chose this timeline. And what did I got in the end? A new job opportunity. The income, it was exactly the same income I was manifesting before. And I thought it was like an impossible thing for me back then. And I started to travel. So later I traveled to Hong Kong, to Macau, and later I went to Thailand and I lived in Thailand and so on. So it's a long story. And these changes, they happened approximately in a couple of months. So you don't need a lot of time to truly manifest if you know what you are doing exactly. The next thing I want to share about this book is the principles. The first thing the author of this book tell you is that you don't need to change yourself. You don't need to look at yourself as you are not perfect enough for what you want. Right now, recall what exactly you want to manifest. Maybe in the back of your mind you have a thought like it's impossible. The author of this book tells you the opposite. You don't need to change yourself. What you have to do is only to choose the timeline you want to be at. What did he mean here? We are living in the quantum field with unlimited possibilities. In this quantum field, there are so many timelines where you can be whoever you want to be. And every of your choice, every change of your thoughts, of your behavior, And just in general, the choices you make right now, they define where you're going to in your life. Like, for example, you found this video and it will change the timeline you'll be on later. So imagine the version of you that you want to become. And they live in this timeline and they are existing right now. They're not existing somewhere there or somewhere else. No. You exist right now and they exist right now. So what you have to do is to choose this timeline. You choose it. And what it means exactly, you directly implement the law of detachment. It means that if you know, you have the knowing state, that yes, there is this version of me who has what I want, for example, who's a millionaire, billionaire. Yes, they exist. This version exists. The next thing you understand, I can choose to be this version now. And when you're choosing it, truly, like you're being in the state of this version, you are embodying the energy, the aura, and everything right now, you know that what you want will happen sooner or later. One time I have another experience with this. I want to give it to you too because it will help you. It will help you, so listen to this carefully. A couple of years ago when I lived in Bali, so back then I wanted to manifest my clients for the project I was doing. The check was pretty high for the ordinary products in Russia. I implemented this rule, so I chose the timeline where it did happen already. And I was in the state like it has happened, so I have the clients. They will come to me. They have no choice. They will come to me. And what do you think? I got exactly the same amount of clients that I wanted to have for this project. So yeah, it works. And the book works too. And another principle from this book is about collective energies we are all living in, and the author called it egregores. There are egregores, that's how it's called. So what it means? It's an entity which is made of the collective energy of people who have the same thoughts, the same mental patterns, and so on. The author mentioned this thing too. So for example, if right now you're living in the environment that doesn't help you to evolve, to grow, to manifest your dreams, right? It will influence on you and the way you're thinking. For example, you have a project you want to make, you want to be on YouTube too, for example, or you want to manifest money, or you want something really that's something really big for the people you're surrounded with. So because you're connected to this egregor, you can change your life. And in my program Manifest, I have the second meditation that will help you to release all of the old energy and just to leave all the egregores you don't want to be at and you shouldn't be at. So this is an interesting concept because I haven't heard of this from anywhere before this book. Author explained a lot how it does influences us and how to get rid of its influence. I think I got your attention if you watched this video till the end. And the name of the book, Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. I really love this book. He explained so much about manifestation through quantum physics because he is a quantum physician. He has some really non-typical view of manifestation, how it works. So I'm sure if you haven't heard of this book, you will definitely find new information for yourself that you can implement and get the results for your best life.